Welcome to Narcissism Freedom, the place where clarity meets healing and your spirit finds its voice again. If you've ever felt like you were being protected from something you couldn't fully explain, like a door slammed shut just in time or the narcissist's attacks suddenly lost their power, you were not imagining things. There are forces beyond the physical realm that have been moving on your behalf. Your ancestors were watching, and they declared war on the narcissist to protect you. Narcissists don't just target your mind and heart. They aim to drain your soul. But when you carry ancestral power, when you are chosen, when your bloodline has endured and risen, there is a spiritual army surrounding you. They saw the manipulation, the spiritual attacks, and the deceit you couldn't fully name at first. And they didn't stay silent. They stepped in, not with whispers, but with a spiritual roar that disrupted the narcissist's plan. You may have thought you were losing, but behind the scenes, your ancestors were waging war in realms you couldn't see. That sudden moment of clarity you had, that overwhelming sense to walk away, that strange series of events that exposed their lies or made you impossible to reach. Those weren't coincidences. That was spiritual intervention. Narcissists love control, but they cannot manipulate divine order. When the energy they sent to harm you started backfiring, when they began to unravel for no clear reason, it was because your ancestors were not having it. They knew your destiny had to be protected. You weren't meant to be silenced, broken, or enslaved by someone hiding behind charm and lies. You were meant to rise, and they fought to make sure you would. Sometimes, protection doesn't look like peace. It looks like chaos exposing truth. It looks like relationships falling apart, so you can finally breathe. It looks like being pulled away from people you once loved because their presence was killing your light. That's protection. That's spiritual warfare in your favor. Your ancestors were fighting not just for your survival, but for your legacy. So if you felt a shift, if the narcissist can no longer reach you, no longer hurt you, no longer thrive off your pain, know this: it wasn't just your strength. It was divine. It was ancestral. You were never alone in this battle. Thank you for joining Narcissism Freedom. If this message resonates with your soul, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your healing is sacred. Your ancestors saw your worth, and they chose to stand between you and destruction. You're here today because their war gave you another chance at life. Don't waste it. Keep rising.